So you completed your 4 roughs and they're inked and ready to go. Hopefully you were able to explore all your design options and you were able to effectively use the 4-part grid. 4-part grid was just to help you guys have a system in place to understand positive negative space. So I took one of my roughs that are inked and I photographed it with my laptop, and you're going to just use your Chromebook. I know that everybody's Chromebook doesn't have the best camera, but you just want a decent image to work with. From here, all we're going to do is go in. So I have it photographed. I know where it's located on my computer, so it's on my desktop. I'm going to go in and I'm going to open up Google Slides. I would imagine everybody in here has worked with Google Slides, and if you don't know how to use it, please ask a neighbor or ask myself. So I'm going to go in, open that up, and from there, you're just going to create a blank document. So we're doing some simple editing. So I like to go in and just get rid of all this, like the click add title, just because I don't want it in my way. And I just hover over it and then hit the delete button. From here, we're going to go in and we're going to insert our photo. You could do it one of two ways. You could hit insert image and then upload from your computer. That's one way. And then there's already this little icon, okay, that says insert image. That one I think is the easier way to go. So click insert image, upload from computer. I know exactly where it's at. It's on my desktop. So click on desktop, and there's my image, and I'm going to open it. So we need to crop all this extra background stuff because we don't really care about it. So if you took a decent picture, you're going to be able to go in here and select the crop image. You'll see there's these little slider bars, and you can pull it from the corner. Sometimes they're a little tricky and they just want to fight you, but we're just trying to use this as a design tool. So this is exactly what I'm talking about in terms of wanting to fight you. Let's pull the side here. There we go. That's better. So a lot of software programs and just technology in general, guys, you know that there's always going to be little glitches and bugs, and it's just a matter of kind of working with it. So from there, I'm going to hit enter. So there's my rough that's been edited. I always suggest going in and kind of playing around with the brightness contrast because you have low image quality. You probably want to adjust it. So I'm going to go in and select format options. From here, I'm just going to go to adjustments, and I'm going to play around with the brightness and contrast. Maybe you don't need to, but I'm definitely advising so you get a real good idea of what your project could look like when it's all said and done. So I like the brightness being bumped up. There we go. I think that's pretty good. So from there, we are going to go in and move this guy because, like I said, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to mirror this image. So we're going to make a copy of it. And one way is you could right click the image and you can hit copy, and then you could go back and hit paste. So we'll try that, copy, and then right click it and hit paste. So now you can see there's 2 of them. All I'm going to do is move this guy over, and I am going to rotate or flip it horizontally. So I'm going to go to size and rotation, and then I'm going to flip, so flip it horizontally. So right now I can move this over, and I'm just trying to line up the center points. And if you need to, you can resize it because you can kind of see it's running off the page, but you can definitely see that this side is a mirror image of this side. Okay. Next step, super easy. All you're going to do, because now that you have them edited, you're just going to duplicate the slide. And so now that's done. This one's nice because now you can see you have this long skinny design. All we're going to do is move these guys around. Move this one over here. Move this one over here. Not super difficult. Okay. This is definitely manageable for everyone. And the nice thing about this recording is you can hit pause, go back in, slow it down, because if you feel like I'm moving too fast or I confused you, that's why I have it recorded. And hopefully this helps everyone. So from here, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to duplicate slide. Only thing that we're going to be doing differently here is we need to go back in, select the image, and we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. We're going to flip this one 90 degrees, and you could see it's like, well, these don't really match up. Okay, so I'm going to go back and maybe flip this one again, flip this one again. There we go, and you can see this is the center line now. So all we're going to do, move this guy over, move this guy over. There's my third design, easy peasy. You could see clear as day, each one of these is distinctly different. Last thing, duplicate slide. And just like we did before, now that we duplicate it, we're going to move these guys around. And there's our fourth design based off of our one rough. So you can definitely see from each one of these designs, all distinctly different. All we were doing was mirroring each individual side so it has that formal balanced composition that we were talking about. You're doing this with all four of your roughs. So if you did all four of your roughs and you did a nice job, you're going to have 16 different design options to create your final project. And